Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a daily reading for November 11th, 2019. This is a very important day. We have the 1111 portal open. If you guys are interested, you can check my individual signs readings for 1111, which will be linked to the end of this video. I just want to ask that while I'm doing this reading or while I'm shuffling the cards, you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, comment and share if and only if that's something that you like to do. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this reading for the collective for all signs for November 11th, 2019. So we're going to ask Spirit, our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors, and our loved ones who have passed, what messages do you have for the collective for 1111? What messages do you have for the collective for 1111? What messages do you have for the collective for 1111? Whoops, I'm just going to get these situated for you. Okay, the overall message for this reading, or the overall reading, is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's all about giving and receiving. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy, and wow, underneath that, you guys, we are receiving a huge blessing, and that may really speak to the energy of 1111 today with that portal open. But there is a huge blessing of love, abundance, understanding coming your way. The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. So it's also, it's not just about material goods and wealth, but it's also about giving and receiving energy. How much time do you put into a project, your job, a relationship, and how much do you get back? Okay, it's also a card that is all about harmony. So making sure that everything is in balance. You can see he's holding the scales. Now, there's a message with this card that's very interesting about the world as your church and about tithing. And it means that, for example, you only have to give 10%, okay, to receive tenfold back. But make sure that you are giving back, whether that's energy, whether that's finance, financial, material wealth, whether that's love. And in particular with love, look at how you give and receive love. Okay, are you withholding love? Okay, are you showing and telling people that you love them? Are people doing the same for you? So really, it's all about bringing us back into this balance. Now, there is a slight warning with the Six of Pentacles that is all about also giving. Are you giving enough? Is somebody giving you enough? Is it sufficient, or is it keeping you in the same place and keeping you stuck? Because sometimes, whether this is love, whether this is money and a job, whether this is energy, somebody might just be giving you just enough to keep you there and keep you in a fixed spot, but not enough to help you evolve and move on. Okay, and I'm just getting really strong from Spirit. This may be some of you who are waiting for messages from somebody, like waiting for text messages, and they don't maybe message you every day or as often as you would like, but they just when you're ready to throw in the towel, they'll send you a message, and they're just kind of keeping you hanging on. This can also be with work. Maybe it's like they've given you a little bit of a raise, but it's not really enough to make ends meet. But I'm getting that some of you are kind of stuck. Okay, and make sure, you can flip the characters. It can be you doing this to someone else as well. But overall, it's a very, very nice card. All right, very nice. So here we definitely have some interesting cards coming out here. I love it. Okay, so the first card out is the Hierophant. So we have more earth energy. We have Taurus. Now, this is a contract. This can represent, for those of you who are in a relationship, this could be a marriage, or, maybe you guys have decided to take your relationship to the next step, and you need to make sure that everything is sort of aligned and in balance, and that you guys are both putting the the requisite amount of energy and love into this relationship. For others of you, again, it's somebody maybe you're already married to, and for others, it's going to represent something having to do with a contract at work. Now, remember that we are in Mercury retrograde, so now is not the time to be, it's not the best time to start relationships, because people may come and go at this time. You may be dealing with somebody from your past as well. Remember, the Six of Cups is like the returning of somebody from your past, a past love, being stuck in the past, and that sort of thing. Okay, and I'm just getting that message from Spirit that some of you need to hear that. But the Hierophant is all about a contract, so make sure that the contract is fair, and make sure that, it's that you some of you might have to wait in order to receive this blessing that's coming to you. Okay, because I'm getting, for some of you, this work contract, there might be something that's slightly out of balance, so you really need to make sure that everything is balanced, and make sure that you're not staying somewhere because somebody's just giving you a little bit of enough. They're dangling that carrot in front of your nose, okay, but you'll never actually reach it. I'm really getting that very strong here. All right, so I am getting, that this focus, this inward focus. I'm also seeing that here with the Hermit card coming out. Okay, that you really, really need to focus within. You have the answers within. You know what's going on. You don't really need somebody to tell you what's going on. But I do get, if you really go over everything with a fine-tooth comb, if you look for the answers within, you're going to see where things are out of balance, and you might not settle for what you're being offered. And that's okay, because Spirit says there is a huge blessing coming to you. But I'm getting that it's going to come from you waiting a little bit, and definitely waiting till we're out of this Mercury retrograde period. Okay, the Hierophant, again, is this Taurus energy, and it could also relate to a spiritual situation, your spirituality. Some of you may be teachers, some of you may be leaders, some of you may be gurus, some of you may be healers, okay, and star seeds and that sort of thing. So again, make sure that you're making sure that everything is in balance. If you have somebody that you look to for spiritual guidance, okay, make sure that you're getting what you need and that things are really in balance. Okay, Spirit is coming through loud and clear with the need for balance. And if things aren't, then you have the answers within with this Hermit card, this Virgo energy. All right, go within, because there's no harm in waiting for a huge blessing that is coming your way, that is going to really feel like some sort of karmic balance here, something you've been working towards. It may not be coming right now. Remember, divine timing is at work, okay, but eventually the scales will balance. Okay, but you find those answers within, and you'll know what I'm talking about. The Wheel of Fortune is telling that, with this, with finding this balance, you're going to find a change in your situation. For every action, there's a reaction. That we cannot have the positive without the negative. Okay, and there's cycles of life. So I'm getting the Sisters of the Seasons, that remember during this Scorpio period, we have planting the seeds, and then we have harvesting the seeds, and then we have decay, and that's all part of this natural process. And right now we are in this time of great transformation. So Spirit is saying, roll with the punches. Again, balance is what we're going for here. Okay, and make sure that you really have your feet on the ground. You may have loads of blessings coming to you, but maybe not all of them are in your best interest. Okay, so again, you want to keep the balance. You want to make sure that you're very discerning. Okay, you really need to go within. If those of you that meditate, or just take a moment to write out the pros and the cons, and just really feel, how is this, whatever I'm being offered, okay, or whatever is going on in my life, is it true? Is it the best for me and everyone involved? Okay, because there is a huge blessing here, but it may not be exactly what you're being offered at this time. So you have to be very, very discerning. Remember, the sevens are all about reevaluation, introspection, and investigation. And that's a really big theme for this reading for today for 11/11. So you really want to ground yourself, okay, because some of these blessings are they're not going to be blessings. They're going to be, curses in disguise, okay? And the real blessing may be a blessing in disguise, okay? So make sure that you ground yourself, go within, okay, and come from a balanced place whenever you make this decision. The Nine of Swords energy is all about miscarriage. It's all about not getting enough sleep. It's about feeling exhausted. I think some of you might be feeling a little bit exhausted at this time. I think you've been doing a lot of work. This Scorpionic period is all about change and all about transformation. A lot of you have been doing the shadow work, and you might be like, I'm ready for my blessing. Where is it? Okay, but Spirit is asking you to go within. We have the full moon in Taurus coming up tomorrow, and also coupled with Mercury retrograde. It's all about making sure that you figure out what you need, what you want, what you desire, and release all of the things that are not in line with that. That is going to be a true blessing, and that is going to attract what you want, what you need, and what you desire, and then bring you back into balance with this meditative period of Mercury retrograde. When Mercury is direct, it's all about go, go, go. All right. And when Mercury is in retrograde, and we'll be in the shadows of that until December 7th, roughly. Okay. That's a time to really go within. Okay. Clear those blocks. Make sure that they're, if you have any behavior patterns of self-sabotage, maybe some of you are over giving, and that has these scales out of balance. That can be with love. That can be with energy. That can be with time. That can be with money. And that's going to be really, really exhausting for you. And the idea right now, Mercury retrograde, full moon in Taurus, 11/11, all of these magnificent things are happening because Spirit wants you to bring everything back into balance so that you can move on into 2020 from a very, very stable place. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a few oracle cards for you. All right, from the this is the Psychic Tarot for additional messages from Spirit for the collective on 11/11. Okay, yep. Look at that. We have shadow work, and then we have the balance of the dark and the light. The third eye chakra going within. Oh, here we go. And spiritual strength. Wow, very nice. Okay, the base chakra card also came out, so that's all about finding your growth and your stability. I'm going to stick that here because I can't quite put it back in the deck. That's all about making sure that you find, and that's this grounded place, before you make a decision. Things might, while you're reevaluating, make sure that you feel you're doing it from a very grounded and stable place. And that Taurus full moon that's happening tomorrow, that's the energy that it is gifting us with. Now, the first card out is 18, and 1 and 8 adds up to 9, and that 9s are about transitions, attainment, and near completion. So a lot of you have been doing this shadow work, and here we have that full moon coming out, and we have this difference between Taurus, which is this very earthy energy, very grounded, very material, okay, and very sort of like loving and caring and romantic. It's ruled by Venus. And then we're in this Scorpio period where all of those shadow aspects of ourselves are also going on in this. So we have this perfect blend of transformative, deep, dark, dirty emotions with this very sort of stable, more material aspect of Taurus. Okay, I love that. I love that. So, your stability at this point is a little bit difficult to grasp because of the Scorpio period, but Mercury in retrograde is letting us go over the things, do the shadow work that we need to do to bring things up that we maybe tried to sweep under the rug, and heal them and clear them to move on and charge forward. Now, your third eye chakra, this is really important because it's all about making adjustments, being in line. Okay, this is with the Hierophant card, and also, and this balance card coming out, making sure that you're going within and using your intuition, okay, to take advantage of and to see all the miracles that maybe your analytical mind is blocking you from. So this third eye chakra, for those of you who do chakra clearing, balancing, and that sort of thing, really focus on your third eye chakra at this time, okay, and especially with this 11/11 portal open for you guys, okay, going within and using your own intuition. And during this full moon that's happening tomorrow, I'm really getting this Ace of Pentacles is also representing that full moon in Taurus that's coming up, okay? And your stability, what you want, what you need, what you desire, and then releasing all of the things that are not in line with that. But it will take you going within. And here we go. We have a 9 card, spiritual strength. So more transitions, attainments, near completions. Okay, so you're doing all of that work. And you know, that work is quite exhausting. And we see that with the 9 of Swords coming out. So for you guys today who are listening to this, numbers 999 are very, very important to you. Transitions, attainment, and near completion. Okay, and bringing everything into balance. So this transformative period for you guys is just going to be so exceptional. Now, I'm going to pull from the Magic of You Oracle. These are pretty cool cards that I use for myself. So for additional messages from Spirit for this 1111 reading for the collective. What additional messages for the collective for 1111? What additional messages, Spirit, do you have for the collective 1111? All right. Flash over. It's all in your head. I love that this is the number 11. So again, we have this card of balance coming out. All right. And then we also have, you know, it's this 11. It's all in your head. It really resonates with this 9 of Swords card. Okay. This exhaustion, this anxiety, this depression. Okay. It all comes from a lot of self-sabotage, and sort of do what you need to do, the self-care that's necessary during this important time of transition. And remember that you can bring yourself back into balance, you know, by meditating, by self-care, aligning with your highest good, and releasing the things that no longer serve you. And that also really clear and balance your base chakra, your sense of belonging, and your foundation. Okay, which again, during the Scorpio period of transition, rebirth, death, transformation, okay, that's not always super easy. Okay, so stick with it. And your final card out is Samadhi, perfect acceptance. I love that. All right, and it's number 29. So 9 and 2 is 11. So that's another balance card coming out. And then again, look here, we have 11, and then we have this 2 and 9 adding up to 11. So in perfect harmony, we have 11, 11. Today is the day. Open up your chakra, you guys. Release all of the things that no longer serve you. Prepare for this Taurus full moon. Mercury retrograde is a blessing for you, a time for you to go over the things that no longer serve you. What a powerful reading, you guys. This is a very deeply spiritual reading. You need to clear the things that no longer serve you. Remember, focus on, you know, the things that maybe you do, the negative thought patterns that you might have. Okay, and really bring yourself back into balance on a spiritual level. You know, open up that third eye, trust your intuition, trust that you're going through major transformations that will bring you stability, even if that's something very hard for you to see right now at this moment. All right, I'm just going to pull one angel card for you guys. Healing with the angels. One message for another message from Spirit for the collective. For 11 and 11, and this card popped out, and look what it says. I mean, this just gave me goosebumps, you guys. Balance. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything else. That made me feel like I just got a little bit nauseous there, because you know the energy is so strong today, you guys. I'm actually doing this reading on 11/11. The things are being balanced, the scales are being balanced. This is all about, you know, divine timing at work, these transformations. The shadow work that you're doing is working. You're balancing the light and the dark. Okay, you're going to feel stable. Okay, just as soon as we get through this Mercury retrograde period, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. The number 9 is really important, but I mean, we have 11 and 11 coming out here. I mean, we have 9, 9, and 9. Okay, 9s are achievement, rebirth, and changes. I mean, this is just such a beautiful reading. I'm floored. I'm totally floored. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if this resonates with you, because I am blown away right now, you guys. All right, Spirit, one final message for the collective for 11/11. One final message for the collective for 11/11. All right, And here we have Carly, liberation, unrestrained freedom, she who frees. Look, this is very reminiscent for me of the Fool energy, somebody who is, you know, completing a cycle. Remember, you guys are so close to this transformation, you know, Scorpio period, Mercury in retrograde, just going over those details that you might have missed before. Okay, it could be relationships, it could be spirituality, it could be something at work, okay, whatever it might be, but you know, you will be liberated, unrestrained. You will feel the freedom that you've been looking for by doing all of this amazing, amazing work. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's given me goosebumps. So again, thank you for listening. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful 11/11, and thank you for being with me on this journey. Thank you.